Okay, one more video before I head home. Um, this video we're going to talk about uniforms, sparring gear, t-shirts, and what everybody's expected to do in the dojo. So I want to talk about t-shirts. So we allow our students to wear t-shirts. I don't have a problem with anybody wearing a t-shirt any given time. Only instructors must wear, so like myself, and Senpai Michael, Senpai Zena. Anybody who's teaching on the floor, we wear our uniforms. We wear our gi. Okay. Um, I like having that formality. We are a dojo. We're not a gym. But at the same time, we do have days where we wear t-shirts. It's just we make announcements for that. But usually when we teach, we wear uniforms because we want to lead by example. So the students, especially kids, um, we allow them to wear t-shirts as well. The one thing that is pretty much the stipulation is that everybody must wear a dojo t-shirt, whether it's an old one or a new one, current one, or whatever, as long as it's a dojo t-shirt, not a Star Wars t-shirt or some other kind of t-shirt or an undershirt. Sometimes people show up, so I give them talks on the side, saying please wear a dojo shirt, because when you wear a t-shirt, it means you're not wearing a uniform. So that right there, you're taking yourself out of the uniformity of a dojo, which is part of our culture. So when we wear a gi, usually they're white. We students wear white gis, unless adults or whatnot have grappling gis or different color gis. But we all wear a uniform. It's very important as a traditional dojo that we are, although we are very modern in approach and the way we teach things. Um, we're not stuck in the Stone Age in that regard, but when it comes to the dojo etiquette, we want everybody to feel that their belt is important, their uniform is important, their t-shirts are important. People should feel proud to wear their dojo attire. So parents, have your children, if they're going to wear a t-shirt, don't let them wear, whatever t-shirt. Please have them wear a dojo t-shirt, because that at least keeps them in line with everybody else. Nobody's different. There's no one out. There's no sore thumbs. There's no one out sticking out of the group. But stripe testing, for example, or belt testing, uniform is mandatory. That's a new policy. We want to be a little bit more strict on the uniform. So we want our students to always feel the importance of what a stripe test is, and for that we also want to enforce the etiquette of wearing the gi properly. Have their gi washed, pressed, not wrinkly, dirty. If they eat food in it, they need to know how important it is to wear a uniform, just like when they dress up for any occasion. The gi is also part of their attire in the dojo to look neat and clean. Um, Also, don't let them walk in the dojo bare feet. Make sure they have sandals on. We sanitize. We just invested in some sanitizer and some extra tools for cleaning uh, the floor. So when people walk in with their uh, dirty feet, they bring dirt onto the mat. So make sure they wear sandals or shoes coming into the dojo. They can take it off into the cubbies. Sparring gear. Bring sparring gear every class, even if we have pad work, no pad work, sparring, no sparring. You bring your gi, you bring your t-shirt, you bring your sparring gear, gloves, shins, cup, mouthpiece. Kids, we have some headgears on site, but if you bring your headgear with you, that's ideal. Okay, so you can't spar or do sparring techniques or bag work on the heavy bags if you don't have your gear. Okay, so parents, it's very important that they learn the responsibility of packing their gear. A lot of kids like to blame their mom. Oh, she didn't make it. She didn't wash it. She didn't, no. They need to learn. So we enforce that. They take responsibility for their own equipment, their own gear. Okay. So stripe testing, full gi. Uh, Also, if kids forget their belts, we have white belts. They must wear a white belt to join class. Uh, it's very important that they understand that their belt is precious. It's something they work hard for. Um, and that goes for adults too. I don't let adults go into the class, if they forget their belt, they get a white belt. That's just a dojo etiquette anywhere in the world. Real dojos, of course, traditional dojos. I have a sensei friend who goes to other dojos and trains in other styles, and he wears a white belt out of politeness. So when you forget your belt, you're a white belt that day. That also helps the kids learn humility, something that is a difficult thing to learn when it's not being taught anywhere else. So round up the video, t-shirts are allowed. Dojo t-shirts only, please. If you don't have a t-shirt and you don't have a gi, please call. We'll make exceptions if that's the case, but don't just walk in expecting, okay, t-shirt, whatever. One time is okay. Second time you might not be able to be allowed in class. Uniforms mandatory during stripe testing. Stripe testing's every month at the end of the month. The last week of the month is stripe testing or belt, depending on where you are. Gear, you must have your gear. If I say everybody go get your gear, you need to have your gear ready to go. Minimum is shin guards and gloves. So mouthpieces and cups and whatnot, those are things that we also require for safety. So that's about it. Adults, parents, kids, have your gear, have your belts, have your uniforms, everything ready to go. Make sure you show that responsibility and take pride in the dojo, not just you coming to class, but also what you wear in class. All right, thank you very much, guys. See you soon. Os.